The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
On the set. Ready?
They'll start on the ground with Harris. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Okay, ready?
There's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Red, cycle.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Lance. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And that's going to be incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Let's go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Striker, 3-3.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
Right through.
First down, and they go back to Harris. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
This 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Lance. That's caught. This is a Banacanda. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. only being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
At the 25-yard line.
Here we
From
go.
the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Double 38. Cut.
Harris running straight ahead.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
To throw, it's Lance. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
97. Ultra. Go ultra. Ready.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd down, it's Abanikanda.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And his kick is indeed good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Yellow. 50, yellow.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes on the move to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking the secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Go down these two. Attack!
Mims in motion right.
On first down, it's Gore.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday.
Here's Mahomes to throw. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so he wisely just gets rid of it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, 15, 15, 15.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati 1st down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a turn and a give to Mixon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now Mahomes. They go with the screen to Gore. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Yellow.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hey, rip lift.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. The completion to Riddle. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like
a
that.
really good backhand.
Get some nice top spin on the whole
bit.
I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, 75 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Bengals drive about to get going. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday. Hey, 43.
A handoff right. It's Gore. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gore. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much.
Attack!
A run right side. It's Gore. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Mixon will go off tackle left. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's got Gore. He's into space past the 25. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it's Mahomes again. He finds Riddick complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Hey, dribble it.
Mims in motion right.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Mahomes now to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. From 4 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so. Lance now on 1st down.
Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Lance again here on 2nd and 10.
Escaping the pressure right. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Here we go. Here we go.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The CINCY offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 1. Slot man moves right. Now on second down, this is Gore. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Another carry now for Gore. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Up the middle they go with Gore. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
They'll try it up the gut with Gore. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6.
Now here's Mahomes. And a quick throw here that's complete. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Hey, 43. Yellow.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Here we go. It's gone.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down. Boy, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Gore again here on 1st down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Second and 9.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. Dances by him. And he'll take this into the end zone for the Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon
scampering home from 19 yards out.
And the Bengals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that makes it a 17-10 score.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 156 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready, ready. Quattro, 6. Red, cycle. Black, ultra. Eagle, blue. Black, red. Ready, ready.
And Lance now to throw. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another
Ready,
first.
Right. Right, white. Red, yellow. White, blue.
Lance looking to throw it.
It's brought in by Harris. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Lance.
Being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, and what was once a nice drive stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
15.
They'll start on the ground with goal. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Alex Highsmith there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
AFC Championship tilt, third quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10.
Hero 15.
Mahomes going to throw. Flush to his right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. This offense so far on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That is caught and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Yellow.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
Yellow. Hey, 43, 15. Hey, 43.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Yellow.
2nd and 10.
Attack. Yellow. Hey, 57 color. Yellow. Hey, dribble it.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Yellow.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks. 2nd and 15.
Hey, color. Hey, 57. Easy.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And they'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were thrown for a loss.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession gigantic. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
At this point in the 2nd half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And quickly they get to the line. Here's Lance to throw it. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Boy, 194 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards. And they're going to speed things up here. To throw, it's Lance. Steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Lance now on 1st down. Finds Pickens out right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Opposite. Green. Right.
Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A field goal would tie the game. A touchdown, of course, gives them the lead. Boy, the drama intensifying on every single play with a Super Bowl berth on the line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
Yellow, yellow. Attack, attack. Yellow.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Here comes 2nd down. They run with Gore out of the shotgun. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's 3rd down.
Yellow. 15. 15.
Now Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10. A give left for Gore. And he's got this down to the 35. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
This is 1st and 10. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Yellow.
Now a turn and a give to Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Hard, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Steelers' 25-yard line.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. Here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That's what they need right now. Get the first
first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10.
15.
Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. Drops it underneath to Gore. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Hey, 57 colors.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gore. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, they'll run with Gore.
Well, as far as plays go, there's nothing to write home about on that one, because that one gets some negative yardage. But if you do want to find a positive, he found a way to get out of bounds and stop the clock.
And his kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two. Play the best defense you can and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Lance. That's going to be caught. It's Austin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Lance looking to throw.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they're going to get another 1st down here up at midfield.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Lance back to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Now Lance.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
From midfield, here's Lance.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the winner.
Well, 4 quarters couldn't decide a winner, and now we're back underway for the right to hoist that Lamar Hunt trophy. Fair catch called for and taken, so the ball brought up to the 25 to begin this overtime session.
They'll try and start the drive here with Gore.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, partner, recent conference championship games that have been needed to decide who goes to the Super Bowl. What do you got?
Well, if we go back to 2015, how about Green Bay at Seattle? And it looks like Green Bay's got this thing. From Russell Wilson to Jermaine Kearse, that gets it done. And then go back to 2010. We think Brett Favre with the Vikings has the destiny. But they're at New Orleans. It's the Saints. And they get it done. And in overtime, go on to the Super Bowl. And they won that one. They beat the Colts, correct?
A couple of the more memorable ones for sure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Carlos Basham. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Well, the defense coming through there, CD, with a big-time play, and they're getting close here to getting off the field and giving their offense a chance to win this ball game.
And partner, no one's cheering louder after that play than their offensive teammates because they understand how different things would be if instead of going out and needing a touchdown to tie things up, they can run out there with a chance to win the game right there.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports.
A 3 and out could really hurt here in this opening drive of overtime. Big third down coming.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on third down.
15.
First throw of overtime for Mahomes. He's got him in, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. They go with a screen to Gore. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term, momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. From midfield, here's Mahomes. It's complete. It's Gore. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards that time. You know, Charles, just thinking about it, plenty of recent conference championship games have needed OT to decide who goes to the Super Bowl.
And we go back a little ways, can't we? Go back 2012. Giants in San Francisco. That was an overtime game. The Giants ended up going on to the Super Bowl. How about the one where the Giants went to Green Bay, Lambeau, and beat the magic of that stadium in that freezing, bitterly cold game and got it done there.
Yeah, it was 2008. It was absolutely freezing, and they went on to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl that year.
Playoff football at its best. Remember, a touchdown on this drive isn't a game winner as they work on 2nd down here.
Hey, 15. Hey, yo, hey, go. I don't need to. Hey, 43, 15. Hey, 57.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Yellow.
Following the penalty, it's Gore.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 98 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. They are into field goal range, but definitely thinking touchdown as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gore.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Things now, Charles, looking pretty good here. A great opportunity to try to cash in for 6 on the opening possession of overtime.
And what I'm liking, Brandon, is what I see down on the sidelines. I see a defense huddled up and ready to go, already preparing for their opportunity to go on the field and close out this game.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Hey, yo, hey, go. Hey, 57.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Yellow.
Now Gore, handoff left. And just Lost a couple yards there down to the 17. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Yellow, 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 yellow. Attack, attack. Attack, attack. Attack. Attack.
On the handoff, it's Gore. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Hey, 15, 15, 15.
Mahomes is going to run the option left. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And they're not going to get the kick off in time.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And they have regained the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here in the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Lance again here on 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's Austin left side.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
He's got Pickens complete, and they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock, a more pressing factor.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
They'll need at least a field goal here to keep their Super Bowl dreams alive, and they'll need to do it by the end of the period as they work here on second down.
Flushed out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Nervous time now, moving the chains, an absolute must. Here's third down.
And with just 9 seconds left in overtime, we get whistles and a timeout.
Here is third down and 4. Lance looking to throw it.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown.
They're going to win it.
And let the celebration begin. In an overtime thriller, they're off to the Super Bowl. And with this win and an AFC championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in all of sports.
That means they are the best in their conference. What an incredible feeling for this team to go through the entire season and come out on top and now go to the Super Bowl for the right to be called world champion.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our...
Stop, here we go, bucket off the pick and roll. Shit, gotta go, we don't move it scary.
Last time a shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like a Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We on switch side, she thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less, flip that, then I got on a check. Dispatch, then we go on a race, switch it up.
In London, stand up. Look. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get it all prepaid. What you? I'm on it, break, no side, know about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Starboy excellence. Them other guys irrelevant. They all on. Zoe Kravitz half white, half melanin. Baby face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she love that. I mix the blueberry pie. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock that. If I can buy that twice, I'll cop that. Sweet 110, spot that, chop that. Tryna look me at the teller, it's not that. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. I'm a #1 like you say. Used to kick ball on the estate back then. T90s with the Levi's matching. Rips in the denim, that's classic. Beats get wrapped like Futamaki, that's a sushi roll. I'm a young CEO, gotta do as you're told. Gotta act your stack, gotta play your role. I was OT, all shutting down shows from A to B, long way to go. About time they know about me. Hello, the jiggle and clap, jello. I've been on top, where they at? Below, presidential flow, Marilyn Monroe. Got pounds, got euros, stacking them both. I'll stick. Do the he say, she say.